I'm Chris O'Neill from Sew the Distance. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to do an update on my goals for 2024. So it's the beginning of February. I thought it was a good time to just reassess and see where we're at. If you didn't see it before, I have a video on the 5 goals that I want to implement this year, or habits, or whatever you want to call them, ambitions. These are 5 categories in my quilting life that I want to improve. And I thought I'd take a moment to just tell you how I'm doing with those. The first one is keeping my cutting table clear. And surprisingly, that sign that I put up, it works for the most part. I bet 90% of the time, 95% of the time maybe, I did not dump things on my sewing table. And I think a lot of it was because of that sign. The next category is finishing projects. And I am happy to say that I finished this quilt that I started. This is the hourglass quilt, or the 1-layer cake quilt, and you can see how crinkly it got. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty, so wonderful. I made this video and I finished it like the next day or the next 2 days. So I got the project done. Same thing with the table runner I made for that video, and that is completely done and it's on my TV stand. It looks fantastic. I also completed another project I got back from the long armor. This is the, I think Sweet and Salty is the pattern name. I do have a video on this too, and I bound it. It is ready to go to my son who lives in Vermont. I even had her put Cuddle on the back. So it's super soft and wonderful. I just have to trim up some threads and that will be mailed out to him. So I'm really happy with that. However, I didn't complete any of my past projects, and that was part of my goal. So my score for this is a 3, and I go into more details about that on my blog and why I chose the scores that I chose. The third one is being a healthy quilter, and I know many of you were interested in the results from this thing. This is the Air Things unit that I got. They sent this to me. I talked about that before in my other videos, so I did get this for free, and it is fantastic. I highly recommend it. It measures the air quality in your room, and I was shocked. Now this measures all kinds of different things: radon, humidity, temperature, CO2, all kinds of stuff. But what I was really interested in were the PM 2.5 and the PM 1s. And forgive me, I'm not a scientist, but I learned a lot. I've learned so much about the air quality. Interestingly enough, these are the particles, or particulates, I think is what they actually call them, in the air. So the PM 2.5 are larger particulates, and the PM 1 are the microscopic, very tiny particulates. Particulates? Let's just say particles. So I was shocked that every time I sewed, that number shot up so much. Now, I know I shouldn't be shocked because we know that there's particles in the air, but I was really surprised to see that it went to a poor air quality level. It's just amazing. So they have an app that you can put on your phone. You can track all of this. It gives you the information even on this unit. It's just great, and it really allows you to see over time what happens. So when I would start sewing, it would rise, and when I stopped sewing, it would decline. And this unit was a little bit far from me, so I keep thinking about all the stuff that I was breathing in as I was sewing. Really made me wonder and reevaluate exactly what is going on in here. In fact, I ended up buying an air purifier to help with this. And that is even surprising because every time I sew, my air purifier kicks on. So that tells you something. There were also some raised levels in humidity and some other things. And again, I go into more detail on my blog about it, but I highly recommend this product. I don't get a kickback or anything for you ordering, but I will put a link to it below so you can see what you think and if you would like to have something like this. For this, I'm giving myself a 4 out of 5, simply because there are other aspects of my health that I want to work on, like drinking more water and getting more movement. So I didn't give myself a perfect score on this one. In the next category, I actually get a 0 out of 5, which is free motion quilting. Now I did do some straight line quilting, but I didn't do any free motion quilting. I am going to fix that in February. I just need to get over that fear. Why do I have a fear? I don't know. And finally, my last goal was to engage more in the quilting community, which I absolutely did. I gave myself a 3 out of 5 on this. I did go to my Quilt Guild meetings. I went to some other meetings that I had to go to that had to do with quilting. I also participated in a podcast, which is coming up. Can't wait to share that with you. I was also interviewed in a video with the Greenland quilter, so you can see that. I'll link that below too. I participated more online in chat groups and stuff like that on Facebook. The place that I'm lacking is taking that online course, and I really just need to do that. I really want to get more into the learning aspects on online platforms. That's definitely a goal for February. I hope this helped you see where I'm at, and hopefully you can assess where you're at. To help you assess where you're at, I created a document that you can download and track your own progress. Let me see if I can get a page. There's January. It gives you space for all of this information. This is free and it is on my blog. You can download it there. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you take some time to sew, and I will see you real soon. Bye.